It's week 2 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Broncos, next on Madden Football.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Here we are, week 2 of the season. Greg, everybody has that hope. Let's get off to a good start. Well, these teams lost the opener. Now, a bit of pressure here in week 2.
Yeah, it really comes down to, Mike, it's a super simple concept. You just want to feel the sensation of winning. Just get your first win. Of course, they would have loved to start out week 1 in the win column, but now here you are, 2 winless teams, and it is just as simple as we want to walk in the building on Monday and check that win total off and catch our breath. Well, they got an opportunity here in week 2 to do just that, and 2 teams that both want to get a win. It's going to be a great one.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked up by Cody Barton. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix, out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss, and he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Dulcich now brought in motion. They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd. And good blocking, and he's in. Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. That his first touchdown of the new year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. First and 10. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. That is caught downfield by Campbell. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Play action now for Fields. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Second down, it's Fields. Now he takes off.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go play action with Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, they'll talk... So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A tight end in motion now. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. Here's third and 7. Nix from the gun on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line. They'll look to pick up the pace. On first and 10, Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw is Fields. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's Harris. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. Hey, bring it. Check.
Throwing is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing. Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Fields. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Fields. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This one down the field for Freiermuth. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing and most...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. DeMonte Casey in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the new-look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is...
That is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans and his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
Second down and 8. Here's Fields. Now a screen set up for Harris. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now, Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Off the play action, here's Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. A run with Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. They bring Judy in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. DeMonte Casey in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's Nix to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. This is taken at his own 30. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Steelers' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now toss, left side for Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing. So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Williams. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Fields now. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Another run here with Harris. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now for the extra point. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He goes right back to Sutton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's
to the goal line and in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Denver. And this one is blocked. A big hole. He's inside the 40. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. And this is taken in by the defense.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come up now for second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part, so once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to be third down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down.
Here we go.
Nix from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Back to throw is Nix. This one caught at the 4. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on this.
That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They go play action with Fields. That one is caught by Campbell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Throwing is Fields. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Here's first down. They'll go with Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son.
Play action now for Fields. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to force overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. And he has missed this one. No good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
Well, that's just part of the game, unfortunately. You work hard to get yourself in position that you can tie it late with a field goal. But he just can't connect, and that's just a tough way to lose a game. There's no doubt about it.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game.